Let's talk about James Cameron new billion-dollar cash grab. That's not fair, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This is like a cheat code. Bro's made over $6.3 billion in 3 Avatar franchises. That ain't fair, bro. And I'm hearing they still 2 more Avatars coming out. Bro, come on, gang. Come on, bro. From Avatar 1 to Avatar 2, that gap was not the same from Avatar 2 to Avatar 3. And I'm sure it's not gonna be the same from Avatar 3 to Avatar 4 and 5. Bro's like, damn, I can make $1 billion off of this? Yo, make 4 more of that jump. I watched Avatar Fire and Ash about a week ago. My bad. I did make a review at first, but looking back over it, there's a lot of stuff I wanted to update. And also, I heard it was a game that released a while ago for Avatar, but they got a DLC update, which came with a bunch of new things for the new movie and whatnot. So I wanted to also play that game and give my opinion on that. The movie review is not going to be based fully on that game, but I'm going to talk about the game a little bit because I feel like it kind of ties in really well. First things first, coming back from Avatar Fire and Ash, I'll say I'm fine, right? Like, my eyes are still trying to recover a week later from sitting and watching 3 hours of just blue Victor Wembanyama people just jumping around, a bunch of flashing lights going on. But all in all, I'm fine. I think I will nitpick a couple things first. I'll try to give it this negative and positives. First thing, negative, I will say the movie, it was a drag in the sense of like I get it, they're trying to make money, right? It's cash grabbing, whatever. The things that happened in this movie were unnecessary, and I feel like this franchise should never have been really a franchise if the first movie did not make $1 billion. It just felt like a bunch of pointless dragged on things from part 1 and it's still going on. Like damn. Like, for example, Miles, the main villain or whatever, the fact that he's still alive in this movie, part 3, it's like, damn. And then I'm sure he's not dead. Spoilers, by the way. Spoilers, because I didn't have spoilers in my last movie review. Spoilers for this movie. So at the end of the movie, he falls into like a fire pit, but it's not really confirmed if he's dead or alive. And then also the other villain, the shorty, she wasn't really dead because she just ran away. So like, it's definitely leading up to a part 4. The reason why I even say that is because when you go on like IMDb or just go search up Avatar cast, if you click on one of them and go to like their movies, I'm seeing Avatar 1, Avatar 2, Avatar 3, Avatar 4, Avatar 5. What the fuck? Like, damn. Now, I'm not sure if it's confirmed, but it is in their movie descriptions. Like, it says Avatar 4 and 5, so I'm guessing there's a 4 and 5. And that just brings it up like, what? Like, damn. Y'all dragging it now, bro. Like, at first it was like, okay, you know, we allowed it to slide. You made $1 billion. And then it was like, okay, I guess we'll allow it to slide. You can make another $1 billion. And I was like, you're gonna have to start sharing some of that billions with me, bro. We gonna have to work something out here, my brother. I ain't gonna lie. Since I give it negative, I'll give it a positive. Miles, the main villain, I will say was my favorite character in the entire show. I mean, movie. It feels like a show at this point. His humor was definitely, they got it right, at least for me. Maybe my humor is just messed up. I mean, I could literally laugh at a still image of a potato. Maybe it don't take much for me. But his humor was funny though. For example, around the ending when Spider was falling and Miles, and I do like Miles' character because it's very consistent, and I respect that. Like, even though it's repetitive, it's consistent in the sense, and I like it. The movie is relatively consistent. Back to on topic. When Spider was falling and Miles goes to save him because that's his son. I mean, he ain't winning no Father of the Year, but I will give it to him. He definitely tries his best to save his child. So I mean, I guess there's some sort of bit of humanity in him. Anyways, yeah, he goes to save him and he's about to also fall. So like, they both hanging up, you know, like the regular trope when one guy's hanging up and then the other one's hanging off of him. Jake goes to help them because obviously he doesn't want Spider to die. And then, you know, they lift each other up and whatnot. And they just sitting there. Miles goes, well, this is awkward. I don't know. It was just funny because like, that's something like we would say in our head, but like he said it in that moment. It was funny. I don't know, just stuff like that. He just had his little funny one-liners and whatnot, which is very funny. I do like. I'm not gonna lie to pun. I was hoping, and I feel like they might introduce it in the 4th or 5th movie. I was hoping like he would switch on the humans because like it did seem like there was some parts like he was kind of hesitant and reluctant and thinking about it. Also, like, he's literally damn near becoming full Avatar. Like, bro is having sex with the freaking Fire Nation, Fire Lord. You damn near Avatar, gang. Like, what is you really fighting for? Because you fighting Jake for doing the same thing while you're doing it. Like, it's kind of hypocritical at some point, my boy. You gonna have to lock in and realize, like, them Avatar shorties fine to you. Like, they fine shit. Like, you know what I mean? Hey, what can we say, man? Like, you like what you like. Yeah, I do feel like they're gonna integrate that in the next few movies. How he changes and whatnot. Now let's talk about the game. I went into this game kind of hesitant because apparently this game is out for like a year or two now, but I hadn't heard anything about it until like watching a movie. And you know, it was kind of expensive. Not necessarily, it was on sale. It was like $40 or $50 with the DLC. There's a bunch of DLCs in the game, and it's by Ubisoft, which kind of drew me away a little bit, because Ubisoft is very money hungry, and you know, they're wearing this game. But the game, playing it, I will say it's a good game. Not bad at all. I'll give it a 8.8 out of 10. Not bad game. I haven't played the DLC yet, the Foundation. I want to go to the story mode, like the regular version, and then I'll play the DLC. So maybe not the best review on the game, but I did like that they added third person. Like, apparently when the game was released, it was first person. I'm sure I wouldn't have liked that. And it's not like I hate first-person games mainly, but like I like Cyberpunk and whatnot. You know, I'd prefer a game be third-person, especially when the game is beautiful and open world and whatnot. And the game is very beautiful. I will give it that. And it is open world. The first like 10-15 minutes of the game was kind of whack. Like, it had like corny storylines, and it still does have corny storylines for them. It's a little better, but I don't know. The first like 15 minutes or 10 minutes of the game, like while you're in the base, was very trash. Like, not gonna lie, I was almost gonna click off and just delete it, but I'm like, hell no, I paid $50 for this. I'm about to play it. But after you get out of that, it's not bad. Like, it's a very good game. Like, again, like the first 10 minutes was very janky and kind of, it felt cheap. But when you get out in the open world and you know, maneuvering around, jumping over on trees, flying with your thing and whatnot, it's very fun. I'm not gonna lie, the game is very fun. Like, I literally just go hunt. Like, I didn't think I would go hunting in the game and just stuff like that. Like, at first it was kind of annoying, but I do like how, you know, you're kind of pushed to hunt and stuff, because food is a thing in the game. Like, and at first I'm like, this is gonna be annoying, but it really didn't. I barely noticed it at some point, because you just get it's fun to hunt and whatnot, and you get food anyway, so you really don't even need to stress about it. And cooking, you can cook. Your skill trees, there's weapon customization, all that. It's very cool. I had a love and hate relationship for this one scene. It's the scene where, so I'm gonna quickly explain what happened. So Spider was being sent off because Jake and Niati, not Niet, I'm just gonna call her N, but Jake and N decided it's best for Spider to be relocated elsewhere, because it's too dangerous for him, especially because his mask, like, he has to change it like every now and then, and he could die in his sleep if he just runs out of battery and nobody's awake. So they just decided, yeah, you got it, probably it's best for you to go elsewhere. So they were sending him off with some traders, and they were going along with him, so, you know, just to guide him off. But then fire people that actually found him, which I feel like, the fire people just felt like they were just thrown in there, because I don't think there was any talks about them in the second movie or in the first one. Like, I get, like, the Avatar, there's a bunch of cultures, I guess, or just regions and whatnot.
Bunch of different Navi people. That's the word I was trying to pronunciate. I don't know, my brain was shut off. Yeah, I made this video at like 12 a.m. Leave me alone.
I don't remember being talked about in the first or second movie, so it just felt like it was just thrown in there. They attacked them while they're, you know, on the trip to send Spider off, and it's just a whole bunch of just death. Like, a bunch of just death. Yeah, just a bunch of dying things. N gets shot in the arm, falls, and Jake loses his family. Not like death-wise, but like he loses them in the fight and whatnot. But the kids are okay. They fall, and then they land somewhere. And the RDA, like, are around there, so they had to kind of run. Is it the RDA, or I think it was the fire people that were there. Like, they went in the bush, and they saw the fire people, I think, around like their mask. They had to run, but the issue was Spider was already losing, like, battery in his mask, which also kind of pissed me off, because like Jake had told him, hey, oh no, it wasn't Jake, it was Kiari or whatever. I think it was that or Jake, one of them. They had told him, like, your mask is running out, bro, you probably should change it. He said, no, I'm fine, we'll get there soon, or whatnot. When I seen that scene, I'm like, oh yeah, he's not gonna be fine. Like, it was kind of like, you know, you could predict that was gonna happen. Yeah, he wasn't fine. So he loses his mask, he gets chased, starts suffocating, he dies for a second, and then Kiari, whatever, she has magic powers all of a sudden. and whatnot. I guess she's always had magic powers. But yeah, she brings him back to life, and now he doesn't need to use a mask to breathe anymore because he's one with the Yahweh, whatever the hell they call they plant god. Now he's just good. He could breathe alien air and whatnot. I didn't really care for that scene that much because like I think it would be annoying to keep like, you know, bringing up the masks issue every now and then. So I guess it makes sense to just be like, yeah, bro, just have superpowers, bro can just breathe. Let's just forget it. But they also did side in the movie because now that the RDA knew that he didn't need a mask to breathe, they wanted to bring him in for investigation and to just test on him. And the issue was Jake and N were like, oh, this probably gonna be an issue because if they testing you and figure out a way for them to be able to breathe too, it's gonna be easier for them to kill us and destroy. It'd be easy for them to take over Pandora and destroy things and whatnot. So it was a scene where they like kind of were thinking about orphan Spider, and I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think they were gonna do it, but like it got to a point where I was almost like, are they gonna actually kill him? Are they gonna just throw us off and actually just off Spider? Obviously they didn't kill him, and they just decided, well, we just live like that, and if they come for them, we'll be prepared and whatnot. That's a little quick summary of the movie. My bad if the summary's bad, I suck at explaining. I went into this movie expecting, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know what I expected, but some scenes just felt like they were added just because they look cool, which is cool, I guess. Like, yeah, you guys made billions of dollars off of it, show it off, I guess. There weren't really any stakes in this movie. Like, I can't name any one important character that really died. Literally, I'm trying to think, except for the son, which died in the last movie and wasn't this movie. So it's like, what character really died? No, I'm actually trying to think. Well, okay, well, the mother of the water tribe died, but she gave birth. But it's like, who really cares? I'm sorry, RIP, but like, I barely even knew you. But I guess killing off another family member would be kind of annoying when the son just died. I don't really blame them for not killing anybody off like that, but I'm just saying, it didn't really feel like, again, I just felt like this movie was pointless. That back to my point of mine being pointless. And I did feel like this movie explained a bunch of like it spent a bunch of time like explaining their culture and whatnot, which, yeah, cool, but I feel like we should have probably done this 2 movies ago. It just felt like they were just stretching it just to hit that 3-hour mark. Like, there was a whole sequence where they explained why they use volcanic glass for everything, and I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, wait, but does this help the war? So how are we actually gonna you know, figure out this people with metal bullets piercing through our bodies and whatnot? Like, how are we gonna figure that out? And then also them teaming up with fire people who can use fire and guns now. How do we figure that out?
Quick side note, I just wanted to come in and not look like more of a dummy than I already look. But the scene of them talking about fire ash, it wasn't Jake's people, it wasn't the good Navis, it was the fire people. They were talking about how they use fire ash for everything. But my point still stands. We do not care, bro. Like, you think I give a freak that you bathe with fire ash, my brother? Like, no, you smell like 10-pack of ass. Like, watch out, bro.
Overall, Fire and Ash, it's a movie. It's not a masterpiece, but it's not a disaster either. It was just very long, if I was being honest. I mean, if you like looking at pretty colors and a bunch of action, which there was a bunch of action in this movie, I'll give it that, but it was also a bunch of just yapping. So it was like 50-50, I guess. You have a great time with this movie. To be honest, I don't know if I'm the only one who feels this, but Avatar kind of feels now like a Wakandan movie based in Australia or something. It just feels like a bunch of, I don't know, it's almost getting to Wakanda-ish. Maybe that's the whole Avatar lore, I guess. I don't know the Avatar lore, but I mean, it's not bad. I like Black Panther, so sure, I can't complain. I gave the movie a 8 out of 10. Kind of wasn't like, if this movie didn't happen, life will move on the same, I guess. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be playing the game, but other than that, life will move on the same. Not bad, not great, I guess, you know. But anyways, that's my review. Let me know if I'm missing out anything. Let me know if you guys watch the movie, or if you guys are gonna watch the movie. Let me know if you played a game. Let me know if you guys want a separate actual review on the game and like gameplay and whatnot. And I'm gonna catch y'all boys and girls in the next one. Stay being weird. Stop digging in your butt, twin. Until next time. Toodaleo.